All right, we've got two rows of Twosun. Row one, row two. Hey, this is the last case. I have other cases, but they're newer knives, and so the knives have been covered um, in a fairly recent video. Let's say in the last 8 months or so, it's got its own video. All the other Twosuns. So I'm going to do this last case, and then I can organize all of the Twosuns. Like this case, let's say it'll start with right here would be the lowest TS number, and then they would progress. And that way, if I'm looking for, TS 65, I can come right here and pull it out of the case because I'll be able to know where it's at. Right now, I have no idea where anything's at. So I've explained it before, but yeah, I'm excited. We've got one, two, three, four, five more two rows of Twosun videos to go. I've done all the prep work on all five videos. Now we're just going to shoot them. Yeah. And so let's get this first one. This is a TS360. Full titanium, RIHE design. Let's get the blade out of there. Yep, nice little recurve, hollow ground, dual grind. It's got a wonderful satin hand finish on the flats. Beautiful swedge. Yep. TS360. D2 steel. Full titanium. Lots of really nice milling. Excellent ergonomics. Wonderful little back reverse grip. I can get this grip really nice on this knife. Can cap it. Yeah, this is a cool piece. And a fairly budget piece. I mean, titanium D2, but great action. Look at the action on this thing. Smooth. Whoop. Yeah, wonderful. Really cool piece. I don't think it's ever gotten a lot of attention. Like it came out and they sold some, and then it just kind of, I don't know, obscurity. But man, it's a good one. It's a nice piece. It's got a great confident grip, excellent finger guard with really nice jimping on it. Sharp, a little bit of jimping on the spine. Yeah, TS360. It's a cool piece. All right, next, got a TS369. This is a fairly newer piece. A Jelly Jerry design. TS369 and D2 steel. It's got the micarta inlays or inserts on top of titanium scales. The frame lock. And not surprising, here's another just smooth as silk. Whoop, man, is it nice. It's got them big Twosun spiky thumb study things, but man, they work. They do work. I cannot deny. Big, tall, flat grind blade. Excellent ergonomics. Not quite a confident grip. It does have a fairly good cutout for like a finger guard type thing. The micarta is fairly slick. I mean, it could use to be sanded for sure. But this is a fairly modern Twosun right here, this 369. Full titanium, titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer, lanyard hole, and of course, excellent action. It's got a front flipper too. We got to see, right? Let's run it. Yep. And wonderful reverse grip. Not so much, only because of the angle here. It's not allowing this, so it would only be from here. Nice little power hammer grip there. Yeah. TS369 D2 titanium micarta. Yep, pretty cool. Next, TS118. So this goes way back for me. This is an early Twosun for me. One of my early purchases, and I actually carried this knife a little bit. I didn't wear it out, but I've had to sharpen it once or twice, put an edge on it. The action on it, like almost all Twosuns, man. I mean, they have. Listen, they know how to make a knife, and the action is stupendous. It's got these copper inlays on titanium scales, and very comfortable in hand. Nice locked in, confident grip. It's a Max Tchuk design, and I believe it's an M390. Yeah, TS326 M390 blade, titanium scales with copper inserts, titanium pocket clip. Runs well. This one's got a little glitch. So the action on this, the lock bar, the action is wonderful, but there's some pretty good blade exposure on the back of this one. And this is actually the first Twosun knife that bit me. Now, I've been bit by a couple, but this one actually bit me. And how it bit me was I went to flip this, and I think I was squeezing the lock bar, and I locked myself out of it, and my finger came off and went bam right on that blade. And I cut my finger. And, it wasn't horrific. I didn't need stitches or nothing. But it's just the worst place because it's my flipper finger. Yeah, so it was irritating. I was not happy. Yep. But yeah, what a cool piece. A TS326 M390 steel. It's got a great reverse grip. Nice little Pakal grip. Can get it from behind. Yeah, cool piece. TS. What did I call this? I called it I called it the 326, but it is not the 326. This is a TS 118, and it's numbered. This is number 326 in the series, but it's actually a TS 118. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I got that messed up. Nice milling on the titanium too, by the way. It's got like this feather pattern, kind of carries over. Yep, pretty cool. Yeah, TS 118. All right, next. This is a TS 275. Titanium, wonderful carbon fiber, titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer, full backspacer. It's been anodized on this knife. I bought it on the secondary, and they claimed it was a new knife. Well, then I got it, and it was anodized, and I was like, hey, yeah. This is a TS 275 D2 in D2 steel. Nice hollow grind, compound, beautiful swedge, kind of a harpoonish blade, and wonderful ergonomics. Man, this thing in hand, whoo, is it nice. And excellent action, of course. Center blade. Look how snappy that is. Man, this thing's legit. Wonderful ergonomics. Yeah, definitely in my book, this qualified as a self-defense piece. Wonderful ergonomics, excellent blade, really nice in hand, very capable knife. Yeah, a TS 275 D2. Twosun get that carbon fiber right too, man. All right, next we're 5 in. This is a TS 218, front flipper only, Jelly Jerry design, TS 218 14C 28N, and it's only got like a partial liner on the lock side, and it's basically the liner lock. So there's no metal scales in there. It's just the micarta. And so super light. It's got kind of this goofy pocket clip that, I mean, not very functional. The action on this thing, though, it's a guillotine. Yeah, very light action. Locks up really well, though. Front flipper only. I have another version of this in G10 that I don't think I've checked in yet. But oddly enough, I really, really like this micarta. And look at the pattern that they've. Do you see the pattern that they've cut in it? There's actually a pattern that's been milled into the micarta, but only on this side. And this thing is super grippy. Yeah, I just really like it. And overall, this knife in hand, I mean, it feels pretty good, and it's got a compound grind. See that? You can see the changeover from here to there. I mean, it's a unique piece, and it's in 14C. It's pretty cool. The pocket clip, I don't know, man. What's up with that? Yeah, interesting piece. TS 218. Yep, Jelly Jerry. Next. Look at this wild thing. Come on, man. Don't you just love that stonewash on that titanium, on the blade, the whole thing? It's just something about that, man. I'm really attracted to it. It's going to tell us what it is right here. This is a TS370, a Wong design, D2, and then full titanium. Titanium pocket clip, backspacer. Let's get that blade out of there. Yeah, come on. Serious karambit action there. And the nature of it, the grip of it, man, it almost like extends. Well, not almost does. It extends the grip of this knife. Look at that. Like you could reach out and I don't know. Yeah, excellent action. Wonderful thumb stud. Spidey flick. And it's got a front flipper. Yeah, pretty cool. The reverse grip, yeah, just as nasty. And, of course, then you could strike with this right here. Yep. And then not so much here, but, well, it definitely here, now that I'm thinking about it, definitely here, but then this hole becomes obscure. Like you can rest your palm up in here, but definitely this works as a pocketknife knife. Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, pretty versatile. You can go forward, you can go backwards, you can go backwards here or here, and it all works. The handle allows it. Really cool milling in the titanium. Yeah. It's an interesting knife, and I just love this finish. TS370 in D2. Yep. Next. How do I have that? I think like that. There we go. Got another one of these micarta knives. This is a TS327, I believe. Yeah, TS327 in D2 steel. And it's got micarta scales, but it's got steel liners in it. Yep, it's a really lightweight knife. And look, do you see the action on that? There's another guillotine. Whoop. Yeah, you gotta get your fingers out of the way. It's got a hole that you can spidey flick. And if you dig, you can get that thumb flick on this one. Pretty nice grip. Pretty confident grip. Got a nice little finger guard. Locks in. Good reverse grip. Forward grip. Yeah, interesting piece. Interesting blade. Nice blade shape. The micarta is really comfortable. Semi-deep carry pocket clip. Yeah. TS, come on, 327 in D2. Next. This is an old school piece here. Even though it looks like a brand new knife, right? Like something that would be more of a newer model. But this one goes back a ways. This is a TS 168, and it's in 12C27 steel. It's got that neon green G10 with standard G10 inlay. And it's got a titanium pocket clip on it. How about it? Solid action. Nice thumb flick. It's got a good detent. Spidey flick. And it's got a good back flipper on it. Nice jimping. Creates a really confident grip. This thing fills the hand. It's a nice handful of piece. And I love the profile. Yeah, great blade shape, handle shape. It's a little thick. It's a thick knife. But fits my fat, stubby hand, right? Pretty cool. Yeah, this is a TS 168 in 12C27. Pretty cool. Liner lock. Yeah. Next, got another old school one. This is a TS 165. Look at these scales. It's got those ridges on there, and of course the higher elevation where they milled down creates that wonderful pattern. Yep. It reminds me of, I think it's a Harns silkworm. It's kind of like that. Kind of like that. It's not that, but this is a TS 165. It's in 14C28N. G10. Really lightweight knife. Great action. Deep carry pocket clip. Makes me wonder if those liners are actually steel or if they're titanium. The knife is so light. All right, let's see. Yeah, they're steel. But very light knife, very comfortable in hand. Excellent action. I like the contour on the spine of the blade. It's a good look. Pretty cool. Excellent ergos. I'm pretty sure this one will wield itself in reverse or in the bacall right here. Wonderful hammer style grip. Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty cool. Next, this is a, come on now, this is a TS 304. Oh, yeah, my 304. I didn't even look at the knife. I was trying to look at my sheet, my cheat sheet. TS 304. And man, I have knocked these edges down. I've reprofiled this blade a little bit because these notoriously contacted this barrel spacer down inside there. And it would put a little nick in that blade. And so I've gotten a couple of these where they were spaced properly and didn't do that. This one did do it, so I had to modify it. But I also modified the thumb studs on this one, shortened them up, and I've got one of these that is going to be for sale that I doctored up and did the same thing, man. I smoothed off all these edges. I profiled the blade. I did the thumb studs. Yep, and I'll be putting it up for sale. Yep, actually, I have a few of these that I plan on doing that too. And I can tell you that this is one of my favorite Twosuns. This knife in hand right here is so comfortable, and the blade shape, just the whole thing, that the full package of this knife, I dig it. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I'm not saying it's the favorite, but it's one of my favorites. Moswan Mokhtar, 14C28 and Stonewash, TS304, 30, not far, but 304. And of course, with that Moswan knife comes that ball clip. But this one actually works on this knife. I can't complain about that ball clip. It actually works well. But super light knife, very comfortable, easy to carry. Yeah, I dig it. TS304. Next, change rows here. Did I go here? Let me look at my list. No. Let's see. What's the number on this one? No, I did not. We're actually going to go here. All right, calm down. This is a really cool knife, first off, but it's a TS-171 D2 steel, stone washed, Wong design, titanium, and then it's got this blue, I think it's micarta. I My notes say G10. It's got this G10 inlay. But boy, the way that it's weathered sure makes you think micarta, doesn't it? But I'm gonna go with G10. That's what my notes say. But full titanium, very light knife, really comfortable. I mean, this is definitely one, this 171, that kind of makes you go, yeah, why didn't this one get a little more press? Now it's only got the thumb stud on one side, so there's only one way in that knife, and it's right there. There's no spidey flick, there's no back flipper, so maybe that's why it was just too limited. But look at that dagger of a blade. I mean, it's got a needle of a tip out there. Very lightweight, very comfortable. I mean, with the exception of just having one way up into that blade, I mean, this thing's pretty cool. Yep, TS 171. Next, got a TS 400. Look at this thing. Wong design, D2. Huge titanium scales with anodized titanium inlays. And this is a girthy piece. Yeah, this knife's got some mass. Look at the action on it. Spidey flick, thumb flick. Then it's got that pronounced front flipper. Yep. What a beautiful knife. That anodizing. Come on, man. Look at that. The golds, the blues, the purples, got it all. Nice pocket clip. It's got an interesting, not a deep carry look, but an interesting look once in pocket. Honestly, the whole thing's kind of interesting. Excellent ergos tucked up in here. Ooh, is that comfy? Yeah. Nice reverse grip. Cap it with that thumb. And I can get in here, just can't cap it. Go here with it. Yeah. Yeah, TS 400. Look at this thing. Yeah, pretty nice. Next, got a TS 333, front flipper only. Look at this beast. TS 333, 14C28N. And I just got to go for the name. It's D. Antimenov. I think I got it. Anyways, TS 333, titanium, carbon fiber inserts, titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer. Look at this big dude. Yeah. It's squared off. It's got, like, I don't know, square angles to it. You know, the profiles, the blade, everything. I mean, it's got a little bit of an arc here and a little bit of an arc here and here, back here. But it feels like a square knife. It kind of looks like one as well. The thumb holes, not really. Can't get in them. It's just that front flipper. But it runs okay. Does take a little practice to get the ergonomics of that just right, but it does work. And this is a girthy knife, man. This is no small toy of a knife. This thing's legit and big. Yep. TS 333, 14C steel. It's a big one. Definitely a large knife. Creeping up towards extra large. Next, got an old school here. This is a TS 139. Look at this thing. 139. It's in S90V steel. Carbon fiber, titanium pocket clip, and the backspacer. It almost looks like an integral, but it's built into each side of the scale. So no backspacer, but the two scales come together to provide a full and nice little subliminal lanyard hole too, right? Pretty cool. Frame lock, excellent action, very hydraulic, and then it's got a thumb disc. Oop, come on. Well, I'm not getting it. I think I'm stuck with that flipper tab. That works wonderfully. That thumb disc, I mean, with this jipping here, it makes for a great platform to hold on to this knife. Nice reverse grip. And then this grip is perfect on this knife. This Bacall grip, it's one of the things I really like about this knife. This is a legit hold right here. Yeah, I dig it. TS 139. Pretty cool. Nice milling on the titanium. Can't get that disc though. Couldn't get that to flip if my life depended on it. Yep, front flipper only. For me. Now maybe somebody else get it. I can't get it. Next, got a TS 343. Look at this thing. Front flipper only. TS 343 Jelly Jerry design. D2 steel. It's got that Damascus. Interesting, right? Wonderful ergonomics. This thing in hand. Look at that blade shape. Yeah, what a cool piece. It's got a reverse grip, Bacall grip. I mean, however you want to hold this thing, you can do it. Yep, nice long, slender, flat grind blade. And the front flipper on it, the action, very smooth. The front flipper, pretty intuitive. Just dig in and go over. Probably could come this way with it. Not me. Somebody could. Maybe just a little larger hand. Yeah. One more peek. TS 343 D2 steel. Titanium scales with these Damascus liners or inserts laid on top. Yeah, pretty cool. It's got some pretty cool milling down the blade too, the spine. Yeah, it's got that swedge on both sides. Cool. Next, this one is a TS 217, I believe. Yep, D2, another Jelly Jerry design. Got them matched up right next to each other. Full titanium scales, titanium backspacer, titanium pocket clip with kind of a file profile milled onto it, and then carbon fiber bolster inserts on top, which kind of create a liner lock. At least you won't, there's no concern about locking yourself out on this knife. But I mean, in essence, it's a frame lock, right? But it's got Spidey flick. Pretty nice, right? Very snappy. And I can dig the thumb in. Yeah. Wonderful grip on this thing. Excellent ergonomics. Feels really good in hand. I can get a reverse grip and the Bacall grip. And the Bacall grip is more intuitive because this slants away, so it just arcs perfectly for the thumb. Like this knife with this power hammer grip right here is wonderful. Yep. Yeah. A-level action. Very nice. The front flipper's incredibly intuitive on this. Yep. TS 217 D2 steel. Last four on the home stretch. Look at this beast. This is a newer model. This is a TS 421 RIHE design D2 stonewash, big flat grind blade, deep carry pocket clip, G10 scales, nice grip. The grip on this G10, ooh, it's aggressive. Yeah, man, very nice. The action, I mean, it's almost got to be excellent. Look at the size of the blade. Yeah, I mean, it weighs a pound. Not really, right? But it weighs enough that, I mean, all I got to do is just start it in motion, and it's gonna make its way shut. Very cool. Nice Spidey flick. It's got a good choke up, like if you were seriously going to make a workpiece out of this, which it would make a wonderful work knife. I mean, it's big, it's heavy duty, and tall, slicey blade, man. Yeah, very cool. One more time. TS 421, Stonewash D2, RIHE G10, deep carry pocket clip, liner lock. Yeah, very cool. Next, got another old school here. This is a TS 240. Look at this thing. M390, night morning design. Look at the milling. I mean, it's rounded, contoured. Got these holes milled in and then the holes in the frame. Look at that clip point, man. This is a Twosun delight, man. Wow, is this a nice one. Love the thumb flick, the spidey flick. Wonderful action on this knife. And the jimping on the flipper tab, you can see it's combat jimping. You put your finger in it, it's opening. Yeah. Man, is this thing nice. Such a good knife. I like it. Compact, fits really well in the hand right here. I don't remember, but yeah, it's got a great reverse grip. And then not so much here, but I can get it. But yeah, just right here. I like this knife. And I think at one time I had scored one of these that was anodized, and this was the upgrade. Like they reissued this in M390 in this sand raw titanium version, and I upgraded immediately. And man, do I like this one. The TS 240 in M390 night morning design. Very nice knife. Next, second to last, this is a TS 182 M390 Wong design. This is a older knife. It's not a newer model. It's an older model. It's got carbon fiber on the one side with a steel liner, and then titanium on the other side. Or maybe it doesn't have a steel liner. I don't think it does. Yep, it's really lightweight. Excellent action. Yeah, good thumb studs. Snappy, wonderful ergonomics. Kind of a standard traditional little drop point blade, but very nice. Great back flipper, really sharp combat jimping back there. You pull back on it, that thing's opening. Yep. Very cool. Spidey flick. Come on, get it. There it is. Yeah, pretty cool. I really like it. TS 182. Carbon fiber, titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer. I mean, man, it's a legit knife. Very cool. Confident grip. Last. Come on. Yeah, I showed this one just a little bit ago, but golly, is this thing just wonderful. It's a TS 144 in D2. And it's got a hollow grind, compound grind. The flats are hand finished. Beautiful swedge up on the top. Look at that tip. I mean, wonderful ergonomics. This thing in hand. Wow. This is for real knife right here. Nice reverse grip. I can get here in a hammer grip right here. Look at the milling on the titanium. Yeah. It starts here and spreads. It's very cool. Very disciplined, you know. Did the pocket clip on the same pattern across there. Very nice. Beautiful knife, right? Perfect sizing. I mean, not I mean, it's not too big. It's a Goldilocks. It's not too small. It's just right. Thumb flick, Spidey flick. Yeah, very cool. Hey, Two Rows of Twosuns. I appreciate y'all watching. Watch for the next one. Twosuns, man.